soft metal, which would be this right here.
Okay.
So, obviously, this is aluminum. It damages a lot quicker than a shingle would damage. So we look for any kind of evidence on this. What you have on here, all these marks where there's like oxidation knocked off, those are going to be your hail. You have little hail here.
Okay.
And that was little, like pea size on both of these bins. These are the only ones you have that are really soft enough. So, if there's going to be damage, that's what we look for. What we did before was we drew a 10 by 10 test square right here. This is what we were considering to be damaged by either man-made or, should have brought my tool belt up here.
What about that one?
Yeah, the same thing. Within this test square we drew, we found exactly 8 on this slope.
Okay.
Which is what the contractor asked us. He said, how many do you need? Usually it's 6 to 8. I explained that to you guys before. So, you see how large this is?
Yeah.
Compared to what we found on the soft metal?
And look at this one. Well, see, I don't know what I'm looking for, so I'm going to let you explain.
It's these little small ones. I mean, there's a couple on here that are a little bit bigger than pea size, but it's like that right there. So you can put your finger there and then compare it to how big this is. This size right here would have been golf ball size. If you had golf ball size hail, your gutter guards would have been dinged up pretty bad, which is where why we were going in this direction of, either this is some type of defect in your shingle or it's man-made. And the only reason we believed it was man-made was because of the way that the contractor set it up. Like,
what about all those dings on there?
These aren't dings though. This is called.
What are these?
Well, this is the thing though. Not he did it because we don't know for sure that this person did it. But this isn't hail either. This right here is not hail damage. Hail doesn't do that. Hail makes a bruise. Hail makes a bruise into the shingle like you bruise a tomato.
Right.
The granules are like smashed in, and you can actually lift the shingle up and feel on the other side where there was impact. So, I don't even think, this is like some kind of mechanical, this wasn't even considered to be what we saw before. We looked at this slope, this one, and on this one. These two are kind of steep, so just be careful. But again, you have this deep gouge. It looks like a gouge. It doesn't look like a bruise, where what hail would make a bruise. I can't lift it up because I don't have my tool out with me. Like this one you can lift up. He just gouged it, or assuming that person did it. So he gouged it in, like he took some tool and like did this. Another thing they do is put something in a sock and hit it. This to me looks more like they took something and ground it. We only found one on this one. Here it was. But we only found one of those marks on this one.
What about over here?
Over here, we didn't find anything on this side or this side, which is extra steep.
So you looked at this in detail?
I didn't, but the person that was with me, who was qualified to walk on this side, he had the right equipment to walk on that side. He did. He checked it for me. He does the same thing I do, except for he specifically goes and just helps out adjusters who can't walk this side of the roof. He's been trained.
So he's licensed in hail damage?
We don't get licensed in hail damage, but he is an employee with Allstate.
Okay.
So he's the person that checks when we can't check, when we can't access a roof. When the regular staff adjusters can't access the roof, we call these people because they're self-contracted, but they are employees of Allstate. So they have been trained. This particular gentleman had been with the company for over 9 years, so I trust his opinion. I had been with him on other roofs before, and we have the same opinions on things. So,
what about all this damage here?
Well, those aren't considered hail damage. That's considered wear and tear or deterioration.
Okay.
Hail damage is very specific. Oops, shoot. Not supposed to be on this roof either. It is very specific, the way that it looks. This, for instance, is deterioration also. You can lift the shingle and you feel nothing on the other side. It's completely flat. Let me get off of this. So, again, here we found, consistent with that other side, this mark, possibly that one I think, and this one. But on each slope, we found 6 to 8 of these big, huge marks. And we didn't find them on those steeper slopes.
Okay, what about on this side?
Same thing. We looked on both of these steep slopes.
I won't walk that.
Yeah,
that's too steep.
That's why the guy that was with me walked that. He has special shoes. They're called Cougar Paws, and they kind of.
See a lot of damage.
Where?
Corners off of a lot of them.
Well, just because the corner, like that's again.
Well, this isn't my job.
That's not hail damage.
This isn't my job.
Thing. I know. I was just showing you because you asked me to come out here and show you what we were talking about.
I'm looking at this too.
Well, that's one of those things where we have these soft metals that are, don't have hail damage on the sheet. What we saw were these mechanical damages, and we don't know. We assume they were man-made just because of the conversations we had. So. Only reason why it was turned in to the investigation unit.
Okay.
Otherwise, it would have just been denied.
Okay.
So at this point, we can pay for the vandalism. I mean, we can pay for I'm going to pay for 8 shingles on 4 slopes. So plus your soft metals, because these are damaged.
Well, I'd like you to just go ahead and give me everything in writing and send it to me in an email.
Well, all I do is write out the estimate. I don't write out a detailed explanation.
Well, I need a detailed explanation so I know where to go with this next.
Well, there's. I mean, what are you like? You're gonna get a public adjuster. That's what you're planning on doing. You can get a reinspection from Allstate. I don't know what else.
Yeah, I might. It depends. I just want to see. I want to see the written statement on what you found.
Well, the best I can do is write down when I came out to the house. I can write down that there wasn't hail damage on the shingles that we found, mechanical/man-made damages.
Okay.
That's what I can put in the email. I can't really put much more than that because there's confidentiality issues.